Hey crafty friends! Today I'm going to film a detailed walkthrough of the Prima Marketing Dulce range. A couple of days ago I did jump on here and film an unboxing from scrapbook.haul where I bought, basically a whole lot of goodies from this new range, which was, I think, a collaboration between Frank Garcia and Prima Marketing Inc. And someone had left a comment saying, "Oh, it would be good if you actually do a walkthrough and show us the paper, because each of these paper blocks are actually quite thick, and whilst they produce 2 or 3 of the same paper in the one pad, I think it's worthwhile actually going through it. And it's helpful, I think, for those of you who are deciding whether to buy, spend money on it or not. I think what drew me to it was it had a really nice, really fun carousel feel to it. But I had my reservations because a lot of it has a kind of vintage element to it, and I don't generally do vintage, but I'm quite looking forward to the challenge that this will bring, mixing this carousel, fun theme with a little bit of vintage. I think will be quite challenging and pretty fun. So I will probably film the papers first. I'll go through all the papers that I bought and look at each one of them in detail from smallest to largest. And then I'll go through all the ephemera and stickers and chipboard and the embellies and stuff, like the accessories after that. So this first one is the journaling note cards. It comes in a pack of 45 and there are 15 designs, so there's actually 3 of each sheet. It's a really rainy, stormy day in Sydney today, so I don't have the best lighting, and my 1.5-year-old is watching ABC Kids, so that's what's going on in the background. I think the collection has just the same style of papers in each of the pads. I'm not sure that the pads vary too much between them, but I wanted to get an assortment of sizes to suit my crafting. So for example, this journaling note cards would be perfect for my traveler's notebook, my pocket life pages, which I don't do a lot of, any pocket letters I might send to my friends, and also perfect for tiny tag flips as well. These are also suitable for putting into library card pockets, which I've been doing a lot of lately. So I'll go through this one first. Cut the sticker off. Okay, so just probably do a little page turn. See if the camera's going to pick up the details. So again, you get 3 of each of the designs. The first one of the pack does have that really vintage look to it, and I think this kind of theme is very typical of Frank Garcia. So Frank Garcia is a pretty well-known crafter in the US, and he makes the most beautiful vintage floral craft stuff. Wow. By craft stuff I mean embellished albums and frames and tags. He does a lot of tags, and I think he does a lot of he makes a lot of cards as well, seasonal cards. So I think this style pretty much embodies Frank Garcia's style. So each of these cards, these journaling cards, actually have a rounded corner. Oh, and in terms of the size, they're actually 3 inches by 4 inches, which is your standard pocket, Project Life pocket size. I think. Yeah. Okay, and at the back of them is a whole bunch of really delicious repeat pattern of teacups, cotton candy, and floral ice cream. Very pretty. And then there's this design. Oh, that TV is very loud, sorry about that. Then there is this one. This one has kind of stepped away from any vintage background, so I quite like photograph portraits for journaling cards, so that's really nice. Then this one kind of just looks like it doesn't really fit in at all, but it's so beautiful. Sweet Life. Now, I don't know if there's any copyright issues there, but this one looks very similar to the crepe paper carousel collection, and out of that collection I absolutely love this paper, so to have it in this pocket, like this project life size, is really, really handy and very, very cute. Okay, and then there's like a close-up of a carousel horse. So whimsical. And I just realized the back of these cards all actually have the same pattern, so there's no need to look at the back of them as well. So they're all two-sided with the same pattern on the back. Then there's, I think I might have skipped one. No, okay, there's this cute little fairy pixie holding a tray full of heart-shaped cupcakes. Very, very cute. And this little guy reminds me of those old golden storybooks, if you know which ones I'm talking about. Okay, another very vintagey style there. This one's really weird. I'm not sure why, but they've made it upside down. It says, "Life is short, eat some cake." And Dreaming. What a beautiful horse with a cupcake riding the horse. It's like a cupcake delivery service. Imagine if we had that now. Just call your Uber Eats and a carousel horse rocks up at your door with cupcakes. I'd totally buy that. And just for detail, they've put like a Polaroid frame design over that. Bingo cards, love bingo cards. Very sweet colors. This is like a peachy pink on a beige background with a cupcake in the middle. There's that with a whole bunch of Latin on it. Hey, gorgeous. You run out of snacks? Want me to get you more? Go drink some water. Another cupcake. Then roll me in fairy dust and call me a unicorn. Yeah, that's my 3-year-old's motto right now. She's obsessed with unicorns. And this beautiful, like, I don't know what you call it, maybe like alcohol ink swirly background. I'm going to be reaching for this one a lot. I think this will be the one I use the most of in the whole pack. So that's it. That's it for the 3" by 4" journaling note card pack. Then there is this size, which is a 4x6. So most Becky Higgins Project Life pockets come in a assortment of either like your 6x8 album full size, or it comes in an assortment of pocket sizes that are either 4x6 or the 3x4. So I think that's pretty standard in the crafting community. So, but I bet you all knew that already. So I'm going to take the sticky off this and probably only show you the cards that are in this pack, like any designs that are in this pack that weren't in the 3x4, but I'm guessing that there is a lot of actual repetition and commonality between this and the 3x4. Okay, so here's the 3x4, sorry, the 4x6, and similar to the 3x4, it comes with rounded corners as well. And the first design is also similar to the 3x4, except that it's two, like it's split into like a cut apart. So you can use it as a whole or cut it up into two smaller journaling cards. Okay, and they've done a similar thing here. So there's that little guy again, but in a different, I think he's in a slightly different pose. And the beautiful Ferris wheel. I also think this is really pretty because it looks like one of those Instagram filters have been applied to the picture, which is really, really cute. Then a more plain looking design there, very, very vintage. We've got the circus girl. And the Uber Eats horse delivery. There's this design. And there's the roll me in fairy dust and call me a unicorn again. I'm just going to check whether that background, yeah, so it's very, very similar, but expanded. I'm unlikely to put this size into my Project Life pockets. I'll probably make either gigantic tag flips with it or use it to embellish treat bags and presents. Okay, so this one's new. Believe in your heart. You're meant to live a life full of purpose, miracles, and magic. Gorgeous. Love this one. It says cupcake. Oh, and again, it's the same pattern on the back of these as they were on the 3x4s. This one's really beautiful. I like that. This one would go really well with the crepe paper carousel collection. So I'm going to mix it up a bit. Then there's a whole bunch of tickets. Very cute. There's a very vintagey Vix illustrated Catalone. I am not sure what Catalone is, but Catalone. And a gingham, a pink gingham design. Darling, I will follow you anywhere. Magical, sweet, and dreamy like you. Oh, that's such a sweet message. How cute. You are made of stardust and wishes and magical things. So cute. I feel like Prima Marketing just like engaged a fairy on a special contract and said, hey, can you come up with really cool lines to put on our Prima Marketing cards for the Dulce line? And the fairy's like, yeah, I will. What a magical job. Okay, this one. Can't tell what it is, but it's really, really pretty. It's got like confetti or, what's that word? Bole all through it. Bokeh all through it. And sweet and fluffy cotton candy. Kind of was hoping that the range would contain more designs like that and the cupcake like this. But we'll work it. Hi Clara. That's the end of the pack. And then there is this A4 size paper pad, which I've already opened, and this comes in a pack of 30. I'm not sure A4 is the standard US size, but I think it is. So A4 is 21 centimeters by 29.7 or 8.27 inches by 11.69 inches. They are all double-sided, and there's 5 designs in this pack. What's really impressed me with the Prima Marketing Dulce range compared with like some of the crepe paper and Maggie Home stuff is the thickness in these pads are like really good quality. Like I'd say these are a minimum of 200 to 250 to GSM, and they're also like fully double-sided, whereas some of the crepe paper Maggie Homes 12x12s in particular, they're either, well, they are definitely single-sided, and they seem to be an inferior like quality, paper quality to the like individual sheets of pattern paper that you can buy from them. And I think in the case of Flourish as well, it was really bizarre because you could buy the individual sheets that are double-sided that were, I guess, printed on white paper. But then if you go to the 12 by 12 pad, it's printed on this like dodgy sort of, not dodgy, but craft like paper. Okay, hang on a sec, I'll be back. Hey, sorry, my little 18-month-old wanted more morning tea, so I went and got her some more crackers. Where was I? Okay, the A4. So I was just saying that the quality of the Prima Marketing pads, the larger pads, are pretty much like for their individual sheets, which is something, just a little drawback that I find with the crepe paper range between the individual sheets and the pads. Some people don't really care. Yeah, I guess it doesn't bother me too much, but it would just be nice when you buy a 12 by 12 pad to get, you know, the same quality of paper as you would get with an individual sheet, because you're buying a whole stack of them. But anywho, yeah, I guess from a crafting point of view, it doesn't really make too much of a difference. Okay, so the A4 page is, sorry, the A4 pad, as I suspected, would be mostly full of sheets that are that compose of a bunch of cut aparts. I don't know what most scrapbookers do, whether they like use a page like this that are full of cut aparts and use it as a whole, a background to their projects, or whether they do what I usually do, which is actually to cut them up into smaller pieces and craft with that. But yeah, I'm really interested to see what projects people come up with. So the back of these are similar to the smaller pads, which is the same pattern background in the back. Okay. Oh, okay, so you actually get, so in this A4 size, you get 5 sheets of each design. So there's 6 designs in a pack of 30. So that's quite generous. I really like that, because it means you don't have to buy like 4 or 5 pads, because that pad only had 1 of each sheet in it. So it's great that this comes in a pack of 5 sheets each of each design. This one's really dreamy. I really like this. It's just a whole bunch of tiny cut aparts. We've got the 2, you know, vintage. So these 2 rows, all of these are in the smaller journaling note cards, as well as this one and these there. But this row is like, well, that one's in it, and so is this. But there's this popcorn clown and the macarons, which were not in the smaller notepads. So that's pretty cool. And the back of these, yeah, they've actually changed the design, so I don't think all of them have the same background. So for that cut apart I just showed you, they've switched it up and used this as the back of the paper. And then there's this circus girl, which I will probably struggle to use this, but I'm sure I'll come up with a way of yeah, incorporating this one into my projects. Then there is this one, which will probably be a little bit of a pain in the butt trying to fussy cut because they're all sort of like, they're just all over the place. But it has some beautiful designs in here, so I'm not going to disregard this. I really, really like it. I'll just have to spend a little bit more time fussy cutting around that baby. And then there's this one. This one's really, really gorgeous. So a lot of sentiments, a lot of font, a lot of words in this one. So what I'll probably end up doing is cutting this one up as well and putting these title cards and fonts and texts on the front of my projects. Really delicious. Love it. And then the last design is this one here. Actually not sure whether this is entirely in frame. No, it is. Good. So look at this little like circus bear sitting on the like old style bicycles. It's so cruel. I mean, that's just animal cruelty, but cute. Oh, you finished your snack? You're not hungry anymore? My 18-month-old has like a bottomless stomach. She could eat all day. But unlike me, she's inherited this like amazing metabolism from her dad and never gets fat. She's like not a chubby baby at all. And sorry, I neglected to actually show you the back of some of these. Maybe I'll just finish this one and turn the pad upside down so we can admire the back of some of these papers. So that's very cute. This one's unlike any of the other papers in its range. It's like old newspaper or article style of print in a beautiful like coral beige color. And it's not in English, which is really cool. So it looks like it's been written in French. Then this is, there's that beautiful sort of alcohol inky, I'm probably not using the right term, but that alcohol inky pattern background, which is so pretty. Then there is the tickets, very cute. And having 5 sheets is also really beneficial for you when you want to use both the front for some projects and the back for other projects. So you don't have to waste the front when you want to use the back, if that makes sense. There's the gingham again, very, very pretty. I love gingham. I love using gingham and plaid around Christmas time. So this will be used in one of my Christmas projects. And we're back to the front. I showed you these and that as well. Okay, that wraps up the A4 paper. And finally, out of the papers, I bought the 12 by 12. I use a lot of 12 by 12s. They are so like, oops, they're so versatile. I use 12 by 12s a lot for packaging up things and wrapping things up. But I've also posted a video recently of making a pocket for loaded pockets, just using a single 12 by 12 sheet without cutting. And I'll be using that technique a lot with the Dulce range because I want to use up this entire very beautiful pad. Okay, so let's go. Oops, there's still another sticky here. I'll just take that sticky off before we continue. I can't wait to jump on Instagram and YouTube and see what everyone makes with their Dulce collection. It's so divine. Okay. Huge cut apart. So repeat of everything we've seen before, but the next size up. Look at that massive ticket. Like, just for scale, look at the size of that ticket compared with my scissors. So cool. There's our Uber Eats horse. That's what I'm calling him, Uber Eats horse. On the back of them, on back of these papers again is that repeated pattern of the ice cream, cotton candy, and teacup. Then a full 12 by 12 size cut apart of all the same things we saw before. Gorgeous, really gorgeous. That big 12 by 12 circus girl. So actually this one, this page right here with the Uber Eats horse will make a perfect loaded pocket loaded pocket base, which I filmed, the one I mentioned before where I filmed a video on. So I might start this as my first project, making loaded pocket with this paper. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna rip that out to remind me that that is my starting point. Good. Okay, I'll try and whiz through these. So a repeat again of that cut apart with the wonky, requires a lot of fussy cutting. The sentiments again, absolutely gorgeous. Love, 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 love. And that one there, which I will be like using that to the death. Absolutely love that. There's the Catalone, no idea what it means again. The bear and the beautiful horse right at the bottom there. Don't think you can see that. Sorry, went off screen a bit. And that is that. Quick flip through of the back side. We've got that paper which I talked about earlier. That was also in the A4. Beautiful swirly pattern again. So, so pretty. Big tickets, really big tickets. The gingham and the I just don't even know where to describe that, how to describe that, but super pretty. And that pattern page again. Okay, so that is all the paper that I bought. I don't think there's actually any other sizes. Oh, there may be a 6x, not a 6x, yeah, a 6x8, which I didn't buy. 6x8, 6x7, I don't know. But yeah, I didn't actually purchase that one. So I will now go through the stickers next. Have a look at some of the stickers that I bought. Actually, no, I'm going to go through the ephemera packs first. So you can choose from two different ranges of ephemera in the Prima packet. One comes with 38 pieces and the other one comes with 24. All the designs are on the back. I would say the main difference between the two is that this one contains a lot of rectangular journaling card style of ephemera, which you could quite easily make yourself by cutting up one of the 12x12s or the A4 sizes, because a lot of the pictures in there are repeated from the pattern paper. And this one is mostly smaller ephemera pieces, different shapes and sizes, plus a couple of tags as well, and a really pretty bingo card, which I can't wait to show you. So let's go through them one by one. I will open this one first. So this is a pack of 24. I would say if you had to buy only one, I would go for the 38 pieces, because this one, a lot of the pieces in here you can't actually just cut out from any of the cut aparts in the pad, whereas this one contains a lot of pieces that you could quite easily just access from the paper pads. So I will go through, which one do I want to go through first? The 24. Okay, go through the 24 pieces first. Okay, I'll try and lay them all out. So we have here a beautiful butterfly. Sentiment, beautiful life. A fan with two kittens playing with each other. Oh no, they're actually blowing bubbles. How cute. Little random heart there. This gorgeous tag. We can only go up, the holographic up. This floral piece, magical. Oh, this is stunning. It's like a music page, like, but printed in like holographic ink. So that's really pretty. Another floral piece. Cut alone with the cupcake. That gorgeous swirly pattern made into a heart. This one, which is a gelato card with a very, very vintage look to it. Some kind of like concert hall like layout. A heart with, okay. A few more sentiments. Dolce y Divina. Something I can't pronounce. Eros Dolce. Oh, this is just beautiful. A cotton candy ticket. A few more of these little pieces in here. Gorgeous rose. Another little pale pink ticket. And these two pieces. A lot of these have like that holographic print on it, which is really, really pretty and reminds me a lot of the Crepe Paper All Heart range. So I can see myself actually making a little bit of a project, like a hybrid project using the All Heart and the Dulce, which I hadn't conceived before. I thought that I'd mostly be using this with carousel. So, that's the 24 pieces of ephemera that comes in that pack. And now I'll do a quick walkthrough of the ephemera pack that comes in a pack of 38. So I'll probably whiz through these pretty quickly too. It's always you. Got a little heart there. Take my hand. You are, I'm left-handed, swap hands. You are magic. Cupcake. Cherry. It's a piece of donut. Uber Eats horse. Little card, so cute. A tiny little word, Dulce. Unicorn ice cream. Unicorn ice cream. Wow. A set of tags in here. Beautiful ticket. Again, you could just cut that one out of a cut apart. Another floral. This is a really generous packet of ephemera. There is a lot in here. I think like buying maybe 1 or 2 packets of this ephemera packet is like more than plenty for me anyway. But who knows, I hoard and I chew through my carousel ephemera packets, so I will probably do the same here and might eat my words later. There's a carousel horse. I'll probably throw this guy away. I don't know. Whilst he's really, really cute, that just reminds me of a lot of things I don't like about the circus, particularly circuses that use animals. And I don't mean to offend anyone who is in the circus industry. I just don't support it. And yeah, I think, see you later. Little cupcake in a teacup. Yummy, yummy cotton candy. A few more little bits and pieces. Hey, Clara. Bingo card. A whole bunch of beautiful little pieces, so cute in there. And oh, it looks like a map of Paris City, so pretty. That's the ephemera pack, so cute. Okay, so not much left to go through, but I will quickly look through these stickers. So I bought a packet of the Puffy stickers, which has 26 pieces in here, and the chipboard stickers, which come in a pack of 39, and I'm loving how compact that is. So just for a change, I basically have a massive storage box full of 12 by 12 size chipboard stickers, and they're kind of a bit of a pain to like lug around the house because I craft downstairs but I store all my craft stuff upstairs. So having one this compact is actually really cool. The other thing I like about this is it's mostly smaller pieces, so the largest piece is actually this one here, and scale I will show you that next to the enamel dot so you can get an idea of how small that is. And everything else is smaller, is that size or smaller, and that's really, really handy as well because I don't really use a lot of big chipboard stickers in my tag flips and my pocket letters, for example. So having a whole bunch of little ones just gives me a lot more flexibility around making embellishments and inserts into my project life and pocket letters. So really like that. Uber Eats horse, we've got the popcorn clown, that pretty little fairy, except this time he's carrying holographic cupcake, very cute. Gonna ditch this guy, and the sweet and fluffy cotton candy. And the back of that, lots and lots of sweet goodies, a lot of food themes, hearts, some florals, you can only go up, very, very pretty. and the bingo card. Gorgeous, love this. If anything, I'll probably pick up a few more packets of that once I'm done with it all. Puffy stickers. Just a closer look at that. Would have been awesome value for money if it was like double-sided. And look at that gorgeous tiny little butterfly there. So cute. This is beautiful. I really like these puffy stickers. Love it. I would say the puffy stickers and the chipboard stickers are probably my two favorite things from this collection. And lastly, the only embellishments I bought from the range are the crystals and the charms. So the crystals are so gorgeous. Just look at that. Absolutely stunning. I've bought Prima Marketing crystals before. I might actually have it handy. No, I don't have it handy, but I'm all for. So this is just a small like selection of gem stickers that I carry with me when I craft, and I just love glittery, crystally gem stickers. I have quite a few in my collection. Not that much, just a few. These ones I bought in Europe, forget about the bows, and this craft store one which I bought from our local reject shop, and I sent a packet to Alice in New Zealand. So these are actually translucent and I love using them in my projects. So back to this one has an iridescent finish to them. That row and that row are the same color and have glitter through it, and the rest of them are either opaque, which is the pink and the green, or translucent. So pretty. I'm gonna pick up a few more of these. And last of all, the enamel charms. These. The horse is covering the cotton candy, but this one here is a cotton candy design. These are actually quite big for enamel charms. Usually enamel charms are like really, really tiny, maybe smaller than a 5-cent Australian 5-cent coin, but these are big. There's my scissors. I will use them. I'll just have to be careful because if I'm making something out of vellum and want to hang this off, it'll weigh it down too much. So I'll just have to be quite selective about how I use this. That is it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed my detailed walkthrough of the Prima Marketing Dulce range. Let me know if this has resulted in you buying it or saying, no, it's not for me. I am very much looking forward to seeing all the projects that everyone comes up with. I know that Crafting with Lilia, who's super creative, I know that she's hauled the range and will certainly be making something really pretty out of it. Alicia over at Love Letter Generation, she'll come up with something awesome as well. And yeah, I will speak to you all later. Thank you for watching.